Having boobs is a little bit like having a celebrity, being famous. Because the more you have, the more free stuff you could get. It's just a fact. And I'm pretty big, I've had them all, so I like to think of myself as an authority. I'll break it down for you, right? If you have an A cup, you pretty much can't get anything, okay? Go read a book, be smart, do something. That's what you have. Which is a fact. B cup, bum a few smokes from the same guy all night. Borrow sugar without giving it back, those types of things. C cup, manual labor. Get anyone with a truck to help you move. Installations of sound systems, if you'd like. Person with the A cup tries that, the move would be like, yeah, parts are in the box. Good luck, sir. That's right, I said it, sir. Flat chest. I'm a double D, so that means I can pretty much go anywhere, do anything. In all honesty, I should be a spy, okay? Is that it? If I wanted to right now, I could probably walk into the Russian embassy and just be like, excuse me, I'm here for the secret documents. Yeah, thank you. I'm not saying I abuse that, but I will say I know who shot Kennedy. Yep. And all girls know this, by the way. I'm not the only one that knows this. That's why when two girls with big boobs walk into a room, we give each other the nod. Hey, what's up? Hey. You guys know it's the same nod black people give. Hey, what's up? Hey. What? What do you mean, oh? It's just the truth. We're not saying it is. We're not saying I got your back, you got mine. We're saying I'm working this side of the room, you keep your butt over there. And okay? It's hard to have them too. Like every single time I hug a guy, there's something in the back of my mind that goes, is he liking this a little bit too much? And then you have 2 seconds to decide how you're gonna hug somebody, because he's coming straight for you, and you're like, oh, okay, he looks okay, I'm gonna give him a front hug. This guy can have a front hug. This guy here, he's already smiling. He looks like he hasn't had any in a long time, he gets a side hug. This guy's gonna get a side hug. This. So if you've ever gotten a side hug, you know you're the creepy one in the room. Hey, so I was talking to my friend, I was complaining about being poor, and she said, you should sell your house, invest in mutual funds, do all this stuff. And I was like, you know what? Aren't you a stripper? Like, you know what? Call me crazy, but I'm not gonna take money advice from someone who keeps hers in her thong, okay? Like, just know your place. Nothing against strippers, just know your place. I'm not gonna go up to a priest and ask him how to have a good time. I'm not gonna ask a fat guy how to do Atkins. It's just know your place. Be the best stripper you're gonna be, but when you're finished, don't go sit at the bar and give legal advice. It's like me going into the bank and asking how to give a good lap dance. Like, hi, can I cash this check? And is this thing right? Am I doing this right? No? Yeah. Yeah. Who do I talk to about the daddy issues? Customer service? It's weird, you know? Nothing against strippers. I'm sure it's a very hard job. You have to be sexy every single day of the week. I am with the same man for 7 years, and my best move is, come here, let me touch your grapes. Come here, let me touch them. That's all I have, so I'm sure it's very hard. It's hard. Any food industry is hard. I worked in a restaurant. Well, you don't think that's food?
All right, guys, I gotta tell you one thing. I swear to God, like when you have a baby, the biggest thing that happens is all of a sudden you get these boobs out of nowhere, right? It's like boobs galore, right? Like this guy's looking at me like, that must have been a long time ago. And I gotta be honest, I kind of liked having boobs for the first time in my life, you know, because what I have right now is tits. And isn't that nuts? And I thought about it, I'm like, should I get implants, join the Hollywood crowd? That'd be really cool. But then I thought, like, well, how do you know what size to get, It's not like you go to the mall and you try on a dress, And I think we should be able to do that. How do you know if you want C's or D's? Don't you think so, ladies? So I thought the best way to do this is make homemade implants before you commit and go try it out one night to test it. So I went dancing to test it out. Tell me what you think now. Go ahead. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I like the D's for one night, man. I was dancing. Whoa! You know? And I wanted to make sure I got a lot of action, so I was like, man, is it chilly in here. I am like... Woo! Woo! It's so nippy. It's just nippy. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. I felt like a new woman, man. Oh, my gosh. I was acting like the cool girls. You know, I leaned up against the wall. You know how they do that? And then just stand there. You know, I just started checking it out. I am not gonna lie, man. When I saw a hottie, I was like, hey, baby, what's up? What's up? You know? Then I turned around like, oh my God, a geek. Oh my God, hey. Right back at ya. Right there. Oh, gosh. I am not going to lie. It was crazy. Everything was going really good until this guy comes walking up to me, and he's all buff. He had one of those bodies that, you know, you wouldn't believe. He's all cut up, and I got nervous and flustered, and I screwed it up because I was like, oh, my gosh. Hi, I'm Francis. Hi. He looks at me and goes, hey, baby, I'm Dan. How are you? Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you.
Another thing my family told me, they got afraid for a second. They were worried that I was a lesbian. Because I wouldn't date any Russian person. So one time my grandma comes over to the house. She turns to my grandpa and she says, I told you she not lesbian. She just dirty. No man coming here. And you know what they proceeded to do? They proceeded to clean my house in hopes that somebody would marry me. But it didn't happen. So another thing that my family does in order to attract a Russian person is they purchase me a leather jacket every month. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you know anything about Russians, you will know that there are no Russian people without a leather jacket. I have about 3,200. And I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe they're hoping that our leather jacketed will attract each other. Our gold chains will gravitate toward each other. We fall in love and have leather jacketed babies. I don't know. Hasn't worked out. So one thing I want to tell you. Law school didn't work out for me. It didn't work out. And I moved to a hippie commune in Hawaii. Surprising, but what can I tell you? And one thing that happened to me in the hippie commune in Hawaii, many things happened to me in a hippie commune in Hawaii. Everyone there, when I got there, realized that everyone there was very spiritual. And by spiritual, I mean naked. Once I tried to have the most intellectual conversation with a man for like an hour, and I was trying not to look at his spirituality, which was difficult, because he was using it as a pointer. And one thing that happened to me in Hawaii that's so beautiful, I want to tell you, is I got a tattoo of a tiger on my back. I show you now. Okay, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can see. Thank you. And it's for me or my tiger, I don't know. And I jumped off a cliff, because once you get a tiger tattoo, you jump off a cliff, you know what I mean? And the cliff was really high. And I want to tell you, I want to share you guys part of this experience, is that the hardest part about jumping off the cliff in Hawaii with a tiger tattoo on your back is trying to get back up with carpal tunnel. Thank you guys, I'm Vicka. Much love to you.